says we can discover amazing sights and find a whole world of incredible new experiences when we take a road trip. And he's just published a new book called How to Road Trip America, a modern guide for your epic American adventures. Welcome, Jonathan.
Thank you.
Welcome back. You were with us before, and we talked about you writing the book. I remember, okay, your one tip was always get a good night's sleep before you go.
Yes, that's a very important one.
See,
for sure.
I do remember what you told us. Now your new book is out.
Yes.
Congratulations.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Give us an overview of the book.
So basically, I recognized the benefits of road trips, how they can strengthen relationships with loved ones, provide self-growth, and many people feel overwhelmed by the planning process and don't know how to begin or where to plan, so they end up, putting road trips off. And so the book is about simplifying the planning process in 3 parts. There's one personal story in each part, road trip commandments in the first part, which are rules and guidelines to follow to ensure that every trip is an epic one. Also, the second part will be a lot of the value. So simplifying the process, as I mentioned, 8 steps to follow to create the trip of a lifetime, packing lists, questions to ask significant others or friends, during downtime, and basically how to maximize each experience. So a lot of resources for sure.
Oh, this is so good to have. What
Thank
inspired you to write the book?
Basically, I did a lot of road trips the past couple of years, and there's definitely a right way and a wrong way to take them. So the incorrect way of taking them would be being destination focused, where you just try to get to your destination as soon as possible, and then you miss the journey, and it's all about the journey. So living in the moment, experiencing everything around you, immersing yourself in local cultures, trying the local food. So enjoying the journey, stopping every couple of hours, not driving more than 500 miles in one day, so you can be at your destination for the evening, get a night's rest, enjoy the evening prior to that, and then start fresh the next day. So right way and a wrong way for sure of taking road trips.
Okay, now here are some tips. So write these down, folks, or better yet, get his book, because you can have a guide along the way. So the first one, stop every 2 hours.
Yes.
Why?
Not only does it keep you fresh, but it also forces you to immerse yourself in the local environment. So you can interact with locals, try local food, just really get the full experience. But also gets you time to stretch your legs, take a quick hike, increase circulation to prevent pulmonary embolisms that can occur on long flights, to keep you moving. So that's a very important one for sure.
That is a good one, and it kind of helps you appreciate the car, because I know it can be easy. If you spend a few hours in a car, you want to get out no matter what, which would make it hard to appreciate the journey aspect.
And
so
you
I like
just
that
sort of
one.
go to sleep after a while. Now you say don't drive more than 500 miles a day. That's one of your tips?
Yes, that's actually one of the most important ones, because if you have that destination driven mindset, then you'll just try to get to your destination as soon as possible, and you might drive 8, 9, 10 hours. But if you don't drive more than 500 miles or 8 hours, whichever comes first, it's about the same, then you will be at your destination by 6 or 6 p.m., 6 or 6:30 p.m. And so you have plenty of time to unwind, explore the local city, whichever city you chose, and get to bed early. So it's very important.
I also see one of them is immerse yourself in the culture and where you are. I can hear that's a big one for you.
Yes, because if you do not do that, there's really not a point in really taking the road trip. Then if you stick with the same music you always listen to and eating the same foods you always eat, then you might as well stay in your city. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Great point.
yeah.
Yes.
And let's take a look at the others now. One is never drive at night.
Yes, that one is also very important, because not only is it more dangerous, but you can't enjoy the views, the beautiful views. It'll force you to stop at gas stations that may not be in the safest areas. And also you may be tired. So by avoiding driving at night and following the no more than 500 miles in one day, hand in hand, you never drive at night. You get to your destination early enough. So all these little rules and guidelines just make sure that you have the trip of a lifetime every time.
And it goes with your last point.
Yes.
Always plan. The planning is the reason you can do all these things.
And
Absolutely.
simplify. Like, what do you mean by simplifying our route planning?
So basically you take how long you have, and then you determine if you want it to be destination based, which just means if it's a trip based off of like a friend's wedding in Tennessee, you take that as your destination, break the trip up into 500-mile increments, and choose a major city in each part as a reference point. And then, so you follow these steps, and it just allows you to plan a trip easily. If it's experience-based, then you're planning the trip based on what you want to experience. So similar fashion, but instead of choosing a destination, you're starting with what you want to experience, what is in the local area, based on how long you have, breaking it up in a similar way. So
Perfect.
different ways of doing it.
Oh, wow, we can learn a lot from this book. Thank you so much.
Thank